car nearly stole my smoke. I was like, it had to be in here. So when I come in, I'd obviously gone to put it like that, and it flipped between the seat. And I was there like, I don't care that much, but I can't let it go with a spare joint in it. And actually, the car did me a favour, because I had an old Zippo lighter in here that I didn't know about. And by the car eating the lighter, it allowed me to find that Zippo that would have been gone forever. So even on its last stream, this car's looking out for me. She's going to be sorely missed. Even though I didn't drive her for years, just seeing her on the driveway, just there. Sorely missed. Sorely missed, mate. Anyway, we got there in the end. We got there in the end. So it's not too bad. It kind of worked out. Kind of. Smoking in the car too. Are you smoking weed in the car? Or are you just smoking normal things? You get bonus points for weed. Have you got candles in your car? Nah, weed. Alright. I'll give you. I'll allow this. I'm going to enjoy this. How was the day? Yeah, not bad. I got some stuff done. I went to the gym, did lots of laundry. I had a little stream this morning in the car. I did a lot of laundry, tidied the house a bit, went to the gym, went to B&Q to get some, we call them raw plugs. I'm not sure what you'd call them in America, something plugs maybe. They're basically the things that, the little plastic clips that you put into the wall to screw a screw into. Because I've got, like along my stairs, it's like a handrail, and at the top of the handrail, it's been fucking hanging out for like, I don't know, ages. And today I looked at it and went, I'm so sick of that being broken. And I got some raw plugs from B&Q, pulled the old ones out, cleaned the thing, screwed it in, fixed the handrail. So the handrail's fixed now, so it looks fixed, so that's nice. Picked the children up. We went to the garden centre and we bought some strawberries, a raspberry plant and some seeds, and I planted them in the garden so they can grow really nice when I'm in prison. Maybe I can come back to a fucking terrible garden again when I get out. And I'll start again. And I start all over again. And now, here we are for the last car stream. I hope not too, dude, but minimum sentencing is a thing. And right now it's just too early to tell, I think. Right now it's too early to tell. How long is he in there for? I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. But, you know, I don't want to allow myself to be too positive. People are like, oh, it's negative and that, but I'm like, what if I sit here being all positive? Yeah, it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay, and it's not. Do you know what I mean? I can't allow myself to think that. I can't allow myself those thoughts yet. You know, if at all, I can't allow myself those thoughts. Should be home soon this year. I'm glad to hear that. Obviously, you have experience. G Starwind, big ups. Welcome to the final car stream. The final car stream in the Audi. God, I wish some of the buttons worked. Just to take her for a spin one more time. I'm a little bit sad. This was like, the car streams were like, car streams are a big part of my life, dude. Sounds silly, but the car streams were a massive thing for a while. It definitely helped me. Like, if I got candles, yeah, I got 3. The car streams helped me grow as a streamer. Like, it helped me like get better at talking and just being present, and I used to look forward to them so much, dude. I have missed them so much. Life Matrix. I gotta take a moment, or I'm gonna get too sad. Because I didn't really, I know people missed it a bit. I didn't really think about it when I wasn't doing it. But sitting here doing it makes me remember, like, this was like every day. Every day we used to come out here, drive around. I would stream after the gym sometimes, go and get a burger, get scratch cars, and sit here till like 3 a.m. talking to chat. I would sit right here till 3 a.m. talking to chat. That was magic, dude. The car streams were magic. I don't know what we're going to do to fill the hole, because I don't have a car. I don't have a capable car. So I don't know what we're going to do to fill the hole. Yeah. I truly don't know, lads. It's alright, isn't it? I can handle it. Aloof one, how you doing? It's okay, I can handle it, I'm not dead. The children are inside watching TV. They're just in there. It's not cold out, but it's not very hot. Oh. I'm more glad I found my smoke. Yeah, so I posted part 2 on YouTube. No, I didn't watch the pig. I was napping, but I'll do like a summary. When I'll go back in there in an hour or so, and I'll go live and play some games. And I'll have a little looky look. I'll have a little look. I'll see what he's been up to. I did see someone post on Discord that he's already not going to do the cologne ideas because he said the quote was something like, "You shot it down, so you have to come up with something better." I did see a thing of him basically saying that the chat have to come up with a better idea. What time is it? 5:15. I think it's about 9:15 here. Or 10. No, I think it's 9. I think it's 9:15. I don't think it's 10 yet. Oh, I guess it's 10. Because I was saying, but hang on, you're in America, so that's at least 5 hours. But I didn't think it was 10, but I guess it's 10. How long was I asleep for? Fuck. I can't remember how long I was asleep for. Must have been a few hours. Must have been a couple of hours. But, you know, I did a lot today, and I was feeling a bit much. Yeah, I know. I literally had a delivery on Monday. I know. And then the next day, I said, what about if he watches my shit? I said that earlier. I said, DSP's watching my streams. He nicked the idea off me. He's like, Mark 1 got cologne. And then he heard me talking about it for a little bit and thought, I can do that. No, you can't, bitch. That would be hilarious. I mean, listen, someone needs to make the video. Ludwig needs to make the video of Mark 1 in the car, getting his delivery, talking about aftershave. And then the day after, PWR don't watch my shit. Maybe one of his dents on the inside watches my shit and told him it as an idea. Who knows? I doubt it. I doubt it. I think it's just a, in all honesty, let's be honest, it's just a happy coincidence. But still, it's funny. I'm not going to lie. Fucking PWR. God. Guess I need to fill this. Guess I need to fill that. Isn't it weird though? Like I said, I was like, where the fuck is that smoke gone? I was like, I know it has to be in here somewhere. And I made a new one, and then I come out and I'm sitting here with the new one. I'm like, I looked all around the car, like, it's got to fucking be here. I'm looking down the sides of the seats. I'm looking for ages. And then I sort of shine the light down between the seat where I'm sitting, because I'm thinking to myself, there's a little like stash pocket here in like the center console, and I'm thinking to myself, I must have put it there. And I'm looking, and as I look, I can just see the end of it, and it had fallen down the tight gap in the seat, and I almost couldn't get it. And I had to move the seat all the way back, come from the front, put my hand under, but it's along the side, so it's between the runner and the edge of the car. So the gap to get in is like that. So I almost couldn't get in. I had to slide my hand up. And as I slid my hand up there, before I felt the smoke, I felt an old Zippo lighter. Which is like, this is quite a cool Zippo. This is a D-Day commemorative Zippo. I can't remember who got this for me. But this is a D-Day commemorative Zippo lighter. It's got like a little D-Day thing on it, Normandy. It's got like a year's thing. It's pretty cool. This is not my dad's car. This is my old car. But then a little bit further along, I could just about get the smoke. I had to sort of get my hand, and I had to use my, literally like this, because I can't move my hand like that. I can't turn it to the side and go like that, because it's a tiny little gap. So I had to move my hand, use my little finger like that, and sort of like get it, and then just like pull it out. I had to sort of get my little finger, wedge the joint, and sort of pull it backwards, like using pressure and against the side of the carpet. So I had to pull it back out from the seat, and then I got it. Yeah, I've already cleaned it out. I'm going to have one last check tomorrow. Oh, fuck, I was going to take the kids out tomorrow. Hopefully they come for the car in the morning. Because it's an all-day thing. It's an all-day collection. They said they're just going to give me a call half hour before they turn up. How long the light was there? At least 3 years. Because this car's sat on the drive. No, at least 2. This car's sat on this drive since the start of 2023. This car has sat on this drive. I got the silver car, the new Audi, when my dad died, which was 5th of January 2023. So it's been there since at least then. Probably before that, though, because I would have dropped that at some point in the car and forgotten it was there. And I had actually checked all the sides and stuff yesterday when I cleared the car out. I'd already looked down the sides and under the seats. Like, I'd already checked all this as well. And then I lost the one smoke, but the car was literally trying to give me the D-Day lighter back. The car was actually trying to give me the lighter before she says goodbye. Nothing but love for this car, man. Nothing but love for this car. Honestly. Wasn't my fastest car, wasn't the nicest seats or none of that. Nothing but love for this car. Some cars I've had issues with, or they've broke down or whatever else. Like, sorry, I was just basking in the atmosphere, you know. I was drinking it up. Like I said, it's sad that I couldn't get a new battery on it and drive it one last time. It's too fucked. It's too fucked. And it's just money like I don't need to spend, you know. It's just money I don't need to spend. Yeah, exactly. Memories and that. I mean, I'm relatively sentimental anyway. Not too much, but like, relatively. What's stupid is that I can see from these candles that I could have like done more car streams. I could have like got a little holder things and put some little tea lights around the car and done more like this, because I didn't used to sit out here because there's no light and I couldn't do nothing. But what's annoying is I could have done it like, all right, I could have set some candles up in here and done a few like this. That was weird. It just came up, failed to broadcast, and killed the stream. Refresh. Refresh. Refresh your streams, ladies and gents. Yeah, it just came up, could not broadcast, and just cut the stream. It was obviously a error. Rate the food now. I don't eat in the new car either. The only thing we're going to do in the new car is drive somewhere. I can get a thing for the phone and drive somewhere in it, but that's it. No eating in it, no smoking in it, nothing. That car was done, when I got it, it had done like 30,000. I've put miles on it, sadly. I've put miles on that car, sadly. But when I got it, it had done like maybe 25,000. It's done like 44 now. Something like that, the new Audi. But I'm going to have that thing till it's done like over 100,000 miles. I can just tell. Oh shit, when I bump these to YouTube, they're going to be like spread out. That's annoying. That's annoying. Oh well, it can't be helped. Hopefully this one don't cut out. If it does, I'm going to have to name them all 5, 6 and 7. That would annoy people. Oh yeah, the new one is, yeah. I want to keep that one nice forever. I could have never bought a car that nice for myself. And sadly, seeing as the only way that I'm able to possess it is that its previous owner, my father, is dead, you can best believe I'm going to try and take care of it and not fucking smoke or eat or drink in it. I drink occasionally in it from like a what's name? Is it R8? Fuck no. Fuck no, it's not an R8. I wish. It was just like a TDI, a diesel. My old man weren't into fast cars anymore. He liked motorbikes, but he weren't into fast cars. He just got it because it was like nice and it had some features he liked. I got it tuned. Like I got it remapped, so it's not super fast, but it's not slow. Like it'll eat up some cars on the road. Like, and on the motorway, it'll get up to like, I've had it up to 130. And I think it probably had a little bit more, but I didn't want to keep driving at 130 miles an hour. That was a while ago. But like it cruises. On the motorway, the nice thing about it is you go up to like 90, 100 and it's just, you just cruise, man. It's such a nice car to drive. Yeah, that speed, I mean, you can feel it. But like, yeah, I'm not, and again, like that's not something I do often, do you know what I mean? I'm not on the motorway with it, gunning it up to like see how fast I can get it, you know? Like, that's kind of a rare thing. But I had it remapped so it's a bit faster. And again, it's only a diesel, so it doesn't quite pull the same, but in like second and thirds, like, it's got some real kick. I can eat some people like off of lights, or you sense people like want to have a little like thingy with you, and in like second gear, if I just plant sometimes, or third, it does shift. Like, for what it is, it don't look like it's going to, but it's got some acceleration. It's pretty nice. I don't think I can do much more to it, really. Do people gun it? I mean, yeah, it's not quite like, it's not all the time. It's not constant. Every now and then you'll see someone proper flying and you're like, fucking hell. But it's like, for the most part, people are just speed. The speed limit is 80, I think, everywhere. Is it maybe 90 on some roads? No, it's 80. But you'll cruise at like, sometimes you'll cruise at like 90 or 100. And people are all kind of cruising like there-ish. You occasionally get people flying, but it's kind of rare. Relatively. What, the maximum? I mean, yeah, there's lots of different roads. Got like triple lane motorway is the biggest it'll get here. Well, at least like a triple lane motorway is 80. We have dual carriageways where it's just be like two, like an A road they call that, or sometimes our motorways, the M roads, are like that. That'll be 70. But a lot of places, like out rural areas in this country, some places have specific speed limits, but rural areas, no, it's 80 in some parts. Some motorways here it's 80, but in some rural areas, like country lanes where it's just single carriageway, it'd be 60 miles an hour, unless they specify that it's not, because a bunch of rural roads are 60 miles an hour. It's just always been that way. So in the countryside, you fly. Wales has lower. I've been to Wales 2 or 3 times. Wales is beautiful. I'm pretty sure some parts are 80. Wales is amazing. Wales is pretty as hell, man. Very, very pretty place. It was a long time ago that I went. It was a long time ago now. I said this. We talked about this recently. I can't remember why. But someone was talking about Wales recently. Oh, dude. Kind of sad I didn't get to turn this car into a shrine for a year now. I could have stuck a candle thing and hung some stuff, couldn't I? I could have turned the front seat into like a shrine. Trouble was I couldn't lock the car. Car was just open, like, so it could have been fucked up and stolen. It'd be nice to be able to park my other car a little bit further off the road. That will be nice. I've been to the Cotswolds as well. Cotswolds is probably the prettiest place in this country I've ever been to. The Cotswolds was definitely the nicest place in this country I've ever been to. In terms of like not just like visually how it looked, just everyone is just like chill and happy seemingly. At least they were when I went there. That was a nice place. I went to this town there. This random town in the middle of the Cotswolds. Get this. I went to a bunch of places there, but we went to this one town. This is years ago with my ex-partner, the girl's mum. We went to this one town, this little village. I mean village in the middle of the Cotswolds, yeah? And this village was full. When I say full, I mean every other person was Japanese. And the signs in the village on the shops and restaurants are in English and in Japanese. And we were like, what the fuck's going on here? And apparently that village was such an idyllic, like pretty place that it was used in photographs for a bunch of tourist like adverts and magazines and campaigns that were like allegedly quite big in Japan. And this place, this one village, because they used a bunch of pictures of this place to like promote it, like has had like a cult following of Japanese tourists for like, it was something like 30 years or 20 years. And they come on buses, I guess from London and wherever else, to see this village. I can't remember the name of it, but if someone Googles like Japanese village, Cotswolds, whatever, you'll see it. I think we asked someone in the village. The village has a model of the village as well. Like, that's one of the attractions. You go to a little place and there's a big, on the floor, I don't know how big it was, floor plan, but there's a model village of the village. And I was like, does the model of the village have a miniature model of the village? And it did. So that was cool. You can walk around this little mini thing of the village and go, here's the mini village. That was cool. Yeah. And there's a bunch of like Roman villas as well. We went to a Roman villa whilst we was there. That was cool. The Roman villa was very cool. But yeah, the little tourist village full of Japanese people taking pictures was wild. And at the time it was very like, that's it. That's the place. That's the place. That is the place. Kojima World Order, how you doing? Bolton on the Water. 100%. Pretty, one of the prettiest places ever, man. Lovely. Little cafes and that. Antique shops and all that. Proper British. Proper English, I should say, or whatever. But yeah. Rife with Japanese tourism. Again, full of signs with it and stuff. Like the signs on the buildings were anywhere in England, in rural England, when you go to the supermarket, there's Japanese signs on the window. Everyone wants to live there. Yeah, I bet it's fucking expensive. Where my mum lives is nice. My mum lives in West Sussex. She basically lives in the middle of a forest. There's towns kind of close by. You got to drive like 5-10 minutes. You got to drive like 10 minutes to get to a gym. It's down quite a long road. And actual amenities, there's just nothing. But she lives on like just a road that's going through a forest, effectively. Like there's fields and stuff. It's not quite completely overgrown, but a lot of where she lives. But she lives in West Sussex. Lovely where she lives though. There's another village called Slaughter. What, in the same place? I don't know if I went there. Is that the same area? Sounds familiar, but maybe I just read a magazine or read something about it. But yeah, where my mum lives, it's alright. Where I live is trash. Kinda. It's not too bad, I guess. It's kind of bad. I need to like lean in some more. Don't like the area, not particularly, no. Anywhere outskirts of London now is it's just not somewhere maybe that you'd want to be growing up, raising your kids long term. Between crime, poverty, lack of services, I don't know, just a sort of steady decline of the country in general. I would say that the inner cities and the outskirts maybe feel it the hardest, or at least it's more visible maybe. But yeah, it's not the best part of the country, no, I say that. There's worse places, but there's a lot of better places too. Like where I live specifically, this town, kinda, it's okay, but it's like nothing really here. But the towns around this, like a lot of them are just dumps, man. Just dumps. We watched that videos one time. We watched like the 10. There's this one guy, he's a YouTuber. I can't remember what it was called, Turd Towns or something like that. And it was like worst towns in Essex, which is like, they'll do a whole county, which is like a large part of the country, yeah. And they did the 10 worst towns in Essex, which is the county I live in. And like a bunch of them were near me. A bunch of them were places that I've either worked in, lived in, been to. Like, and even if I had, it wasn't even, I don't necessarily mean been to, but I meant like within my immediate, either where I lived or my daily life, there was like 4 or 5 of them that were on there. I think number 1 was Tilbury, which is that way about 20 minutes. Like Grays was on there, I think, which is right fucking there. It's just, they're just trashy places, man. Basildon was on there, worked there for years. It's just very, where I live is just, as I say, very poor. There's probably a decent level of, again, like crime and sort of social instability and all the issues that are affecting a lot of the first world countries. A lot of that shit is like evident a lot of the places I live or go. We might not smoke this whole one in here. But where I live is just kind of like nothing. It's kind of nice, but it's just going to get worse as years go on. This place. we'll see what happens, chat. Maybe I'll be 50. Proxy Con, how you doing? Maybe at some point I'll be 50, 60 and streaming out of some little house in a forest somewhere in the middle of England. Maybe I'll get lucky. We don't know, chat. Should we put that there? Does that help? No, it's better there. I prefer it there. Maybe. My mum's garden's nice. My mum's garden backs onto like just the forest. It's quite big. What happened was my mum and dad's years and years ago, my aunt, crazy Auntie Julie, yeah? My aunt is fucking insane and she wanted to divorce her husband, who she now still speaks to and sees in this completely like fucked up relationship. And like my cousin Ryan, he's awesome. He works for MI6, he works for the government, but he hates his old man because he's just a piece of shit and like whatever. So she wanted to divorce him, yeah, and they lived in this house in the town I grew up in, like big nice house that he had bought. He worked in construction, but he's a criminal. He used to like not pay people and like liquidate his companies, and he owed people like tons and tons of money, whatever. But they lived in this big house. So when they divorced, what happened was my mum and my dad helped my aunt go through a whole divorce, yeah, paperwork, all this shit. And then they basically sold, as part of the divorce, they got like, she got half of the house or whatever. My aunt got like possession of the house, and my mum and dad's and my nan both sold their properties and bought my aunt out of the big house, and they all moved in there. Like my mum, my dad and my nan all moved in there, and they built like a little bit. It was a big house and they sort of converted it, extended the house, and then my nan lived like on the ground floor in her own like nice little bit. Yeah. So, hang on. Where was I going to that? Creating on Crazy Auntie Julie, the big house. Oh, that was the point. Sorry. So they had like, so when my nan like died, obviously this is like years later, when my mum and dad finally sold up, they was able to move away out the area and buy like a nice house out in the woods and all that shit. Because they'd like put a fucking bunch of money into like converting the house for my nan and all this stuff. It went on for years. Like they properly like made the house wider. Basically, my dad done a shit ton of it himself. But then yeah, they basically like made the bottom floor and the top floor a little bit wider. Like built a giant thing on the side of it. It took fucking, I don't remember if it was like 2 years from like start to finish. I can't remember. Not the building work. But yeah, whether she'll stay there or not, who knows. It's nice though, but it's a little drive away. It's like almost 2 hours. Me, this area, I've lived in this area all my life. I basically live on the outskirts of East London, like right on the edge of what is first like the last London borough where I was, which is Havering, and then the border into the next county, which is Essex. I've always lived there in this little area. But all my family are fucked off from here now. Most of my like actual blood relations are fucked off out of this area. My mum, my brother, my nan. My one nan's still there, but my other nan left. But she's dead now, so. My aunt and my uncle are still here, I guess. My aunt and my uncle are still here. But yeah, a lot of my relatives are like, the ones that are alive, left this area. If you hung around here, you might see why. You might see why. I mean, it's kind of cool living next to the city, but, you know, it's not that cool. You get over it, you know? I suppose like anything. When you're watching a movie and then you see a thing and it's like London, and you see someone walking, you're like, oh, cool, it's London. It's the same if you live in New York and you just walk the streets every day and it like stinks and you hate it, or it's just like whatever. And then someone sees it on a movie and it's like, wow, it's so cool. New York, I want to go there. And then someone who lives there's like, do ya? Do you know what I mean? It's like that, I think. You just take it for granted. The prices are fucked up. The further closer into the city you get, the more you're gonna get ripped off for anything. Thames, you know what? I don't know about in the middle of the city, but where I am generally, it's fine. And at night, it's not all like nasty with like rife with insects and shit like that. If you go and walk down there, there's still like you know, flying things, but it's not too mental. Like for where I am, maybe close further in the city is probably nastier. You don't want to go to New York? Well, I don't know. Allegedly, I'm kind of like over big cities, you know. Like they're cool, but they don't really do it for me. I don't want to see a city just to go to a load of buildings and see museums and like, do you know what I mean? I'd rather go like somewhere small or just something different, you know? Cities are kind of like just mobbed, obviously. Just rife with people and situations. Right. Can I get a UK time check, please? Anybody? It's going to be like 11:15 or something. Something like that. 10 to 11. Alright. I've got to go and check on the terrace. Really. And then I'll do a normal stream. This is it. This is it. This is the last stream ever from the Audi. From the old grey Audi. Okay? Now, we probably will do something else in the future. I will do something else. Mailman, I see you. I will do something else, but for now, it really is the last car stream from this car. Draggers. I don't want to press the button, dude. I don't want to press the button. Look, bro, look how much fun we had with the old radio. Seats all fucked up now. Windscreen all fucked up. Look, the fucking thingy holder. Oh, mate. Fun times. Right. Okay. I'll be back in like half an hour or something, and we do some normal stuff. There'll be something else. There'll definitely be something else. But thank you for coming to the last ever Audi car stream. I appreciate the fuck out of all of you. And we will do something else. Maybe. Bye-bye.